we are going to try this. I think that's an okay angle. It's kind of wobbly, but that's what I got, so you're gonna have to try not to move too much. All right. One of these ones. One of these ones. It's still a little wobbly, but I think it'll be okay for the purposes here. I was eating some Whoppers here. Got some Whoppers on discount. So a Whopper for you? Tell you about these ones. These ones here. You gotta wait. You just gotta wait till they decide. They decide it's time for you to know. Usually it doesn't take this long. Holy smokes. A lot of close calls. There we go. We got one. The Eight of Cups reversed. Wondering indeed. Wondering indeed. So yeah, this is turning out to be one of those unexpected ones, I guess. What do they gotta say to you? What do they gotta say to you? I like the name. The name. Nine of Wands, right. Okay. Nine of Swords reversed. Huh. The Ace of Wands reversed. Seven of Moons, Four of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, all reversed, then the Two of Stars, and the Ace of Wands. I think it's talking about self-realized again. Another one of them points. Eight of Swords reversed. Eight of Cups. Again, this is talking about like self-realizing. Because you need the 10. And it's like you're giving up that wand. You're giving up the wand in the wondering. Seven of Moons to the Eight of Swords. There's two pentacles, two pentacles. Swords. This is talking about the Eight of Swords. 8 to the 9. This is like the fall into ego. It's talking about giving up your autonomy in essence, because you're not taking choice into your own hands here. It's like against your better judgment with the Eight of Swords, against your better kind of decision, like you're knowing, you're like what do you call that? What is that when it's like it's your intuition, but like your gut feeling kind of, but not your gut feeling. It's like your inner wisdom, you know, you're like knowing, right? Because the Eight of Swords is knowing. It's having the knowledge, right? You have the experience, you're in the wisdom stage where you already like conceptualized it, but this is like going against that, choosing against that. And it's like you're giving up your peace for Swords, for like, I don't know, because the Seven of Moons is like indecision, or you're like confused, or maybe not confused, but like you have many options in that sense, right? This would be like lost in those options. You don't know what to choose, you don't know what to do, or you've given up the autonomy, the ability to choose, in essence. I think it's because you're not like putting yourself through enough adversity, meaning like taking things on as an independent, as one, choosing that point. So you end up like missing out on the full 10 of Wands, meaning like you're actualized. So that doesn't answer the second part of the question. It is a question. But that answers the first part, or like touches on the first part, the wondering part, right? Let's just quickly touch on the second end here. Then we'll move on. Page of Swords and the Hierophant. They're opposing. Struggle. Oh, I see. I don't know if it is you or them. But it seems like they are two, or at least somebody here. Could be you. Could be you like thinking too much about like having a kind of like you could say irresponsible view of what an actual like relationship is. Like maybe not a relationship, but like commitment, or like vows, oaths, what they actually mean. There's no conception around that. The Page of Swords, not like. What you gonna do afterwards? What you gonna do if they did do that? You know? It's like, how do you get to here? You gotta think, you gotta move past that kind of like, you know, head in the clouds kind of vibes, right? Head in the clouds about it. Not really like being practical. So, yeah, it's cool. Maybe you do like something, but why is that? Knight of Swords reversed. I see. I think it's because maybe you feel intellectually somewhat like you have a lot to learn, maybe. So my advice usually in that case is always the same one. It's always like isolate what it is that's drawing you to the other person in that sense, and look beyond that. Like, take that in, like, see, look, that's nice, but what else is it about it that's like pulling you towards the other person, or emotionally pulling you towards the other person? Because it's usually indicating you could say it's some kind of right. It's some kind of like instability within self. The Five of Rings, right? Where it's like you're still trying to grow up in a sense, right? Still trying to like mature oneself. It's like you don't think you know enough or something like that, and that's like what's causing that tumultuosity within oneself, right? It's like, I like him because I don't measure up in a sense, which is fine. It's just that like a lot of the times if you jump without looking, you end up falling and hurting yourself. Queen of Rings reversed with the Fool sideways. So yeah, make sure that you're like not taking unnecessary risks about that type of thing, right? You don't want to like be throwing yourself needlessly at people just because they give you a little bit of butterflies or something like that. It's like more than that, honestly. I'll put it this way, it's better to like build something strong, and you know, instead of jumping around from like feeling to feeling to feeling to feeling, you know, because you can get to new heights with somebody that when you have a strong bond with somebody, you know, you can get somewhere. The issue really lies in when hurt people, right? So you gotta be careful out there. I'll put it that way. So I think that's yours. Next one. What's the next one here? It's the same question. Maybe I'll just reference you to the last one. All right. This one's slightly different because there seems to be history. Swords, Six of Rings. The Star, Knight of Stars. Oh, Ten of Wands, the Full Moon, and the Strength. This might be straight advice. Six of Rings, Queen of Swords. Alright, so I think what it's trying to say is basically I don't know the story. I don't know the backstory, but it's like something to do with a time period here. And over here it's like saying something like if it wasn't your decision to end it. If it was not, if you weren't the one that decided to end it, and I think that more than a month has passed, and the work has. You weren't the one? Or maybe you did? I don't know. What's the Queen of Swords reversed? But it's like if the work hasn't been done, or if the work... Eight of Pentacles. Reparation. Stars, Knight of Pentacles with Star. Goodness, the 9, 7. Something to do with making it right. That's the apology, the Knight of Stars. Maybe this is the weeks. 8 weeks. 7 swords. What the heck is going on now? Yours has me confused because yours is very vague. So I don't know. 5 of Cups here too. This is not great. Stepped away. Maybe you were the one that got cut off. Oh. Month to 2 months. If a month hasn't passed, oh, yeah. Swords. What's that? All right. Confusing. Something to do with like letting it go. Letting it go here. Death, page of wands. Start fresh. It's a time thing. It's like hold strong for a period of time. Between 1 month and 2 and 8 weeks. 2 months. If the work isn't done by then, like if I'm thinking that's what it's meaning. If it's like the work isn't completed by then, within that time frame, up to 2 months, it's like give it time. Stay strong until a month has passed. Give it up to 2 months. If the work isn't done, then you know that like it's not gonna go anywhere. The Knight of Stars and the star, right? And it's like then you can start to fret, or not, I wouldn't say fret, but like that's when it's time to let the thing go and to stop living in this like indecisive, angsty kind of energy. That's when you start over, right? None of this like waiting waiting, especially if this is the case here where you weren't the one to end it. So I hope that helps. I think that's as far as I can get with yours. You need to if you need me to do more, you just let me know, okay? Just DM me back. All right. Okay, the next one.